Hello everyone and welcome to TYTSports locked out outside of the Olympic Village where many are using Tinder. We are in Sochi, Russia, of course. Now we are going to talk about the controversial match that was played between the United States and Canada's women's hockey team. Now both teams are going to compete in the semis. If all the chips fall in place, they are both going to compete in the gold medal final. They are the two best teams out there right now. And look, even though they are into the semis, here's what you need to know. The last two times that they met up, there were line brawls, there were fights, and we've also seen the rise of the University of Wisconsin product, Hilary Knight, who of course scored the first goal in this match, and Pierre Maguire called the best women's player in the world right now. She's 5'11", she is tough, and she played like the best player on the ice on this very day. But we get into the controversy, and it was the second goal that the Canadians scored. So here's basically what happened. Although they initially awarded it to Natalie Spooner of Canada, they did give it to Wickenheiser. Now, here's basically what happened. They were rushing the net. The whistle blew when Jessie Vedder, who is from Wisconsin and also won the Heisman Trophy for women's hockey at one point in her stellar career, they blew the whistle when they believed she had it and iced the puck. But the puck kept dwindling over and it went over the line. Now they went and reviewed it. The goal horn sounded, Canada celebrating in triumph because they just went up 2-1 when they were down 1-0. So they're celebrating. Then the Americans are basically saying, no, you got to go review it. You got to go review it. So the Czech Republic head linesman goes and reviews the play and still calls it a goal. Now, look, I understand that the hockey gods, as Greg Wyshynski, a Puck Daddy, wrote, you know, the hockey gods were looking down, and this is probably what should have happened, but the whistle blew. The whistle blew far, far before the puck went over the line and into the Americans' net. The big question is, should the rule be changed? Should it not be changed? If you were to review this play, and it's clear that Jessie Vedder did not have control of the puck, but the whistle blew. So because of the precedent that set, should there be a rule change? Personally, as I'm watching this, a little biased as an American, but let's just be objective for a moment. The rule is the rule. If the whistle blows and they think that Jessie Vedder has control of the puck and yet it still goes through, and then they say, oh, actually that's a goal, that's bullshit, and everyone knows it's bullshit. How could that possibly be a goal when the rule has already been stated? So that happened. Canada goes on and scores another, though when they're shorthanded, the Americans do score another goal. Canada goes up, the Americans score. They did have a chance when they were shorthanded earlier in the game with Kelly Stack. That obviously did not transpire into a goal. So the Americans lose 3-2, but I did really like a few different things. Firstly, from Canada's end, they knew that they had to get physical with the Americans. Kendall Coyne, who was the fastest player on the United States team, the women's hockey team, they were physical with her throughout. They became physical as the game went on over and over. Hilary Knight, I agree with Pierre Maguire, the finest player for the Americans, and not only that, one of the finest players in women's hockey as of right now. The line of Amanda Kessel, who many have been critical of, but I really did like the Kessel Decker line for the Americans. But a few other notes. Wickenheiser has the most international goals all time with 55. She had her first of the tournament when they went ahead 2-1. Megan Augusto Marciano scored a one-on-one. She was the MVP of the last Olympics. Going back to Wickenheiser, she's 35 years old, and she went to the Summer Games for Canada as a shortstop. Here's one other thing, and then we'll get into your tweets. Canada got away with too many men on the ice. Yes, we're allowed to say it like that. Doc Emmerich already basically put an end to the should it be too many women on the ice. No, we can just say too many men. It's fine. So they had too many men on the ice 3 times. They were called for it 1 time. It seems a little surprising that the referees let them get away with it over and over as the game transcended. But you know what? They were called for it. The Americans had when they pulled Jessie Vedder, basically a 6-on-4, and they scored on that. They could not score another goal. I guarantee you these two teams will meet in the gold medal finals unless something crazy happens. So now let's get into your tweets and then we'll wrap up. Tony Cini tweets out extra, Canada is going to kick ass going for gold. All right, let's hope that doesn't happen. Bar 90 tweets out extra, any loss to Canada is devastating. But then I remember I don't live in Canada and all is good. Guarantee you get hate. Fan tweets out extra, no shame in losing to the defending champions. I agree, though there will be shame, as Hilary Knight said in the 2010 Vancouver games. 2010 Vancouver games, basically saying that, you know, they won silver, but it still felt like a loss. So if they don't win gold, it'll still be a loss to the players, at least to Hilary Knight. who I love. Andrew, I can't read, Francombe tweets at Extreme. I like the parts where the teams play the sports and the things. Go team. Thank you. David Piraquive tweets at Extreme. I'm happy that Canada won, but let's wait for the gold medal game. So what do I need from all of you? Click up here, wherever the hell it is. Subscribe to TYT Sports. It's 1000% free. And also chime in the comments section below and give this video a thumbs up. It would greatly help us all. Enjoy the Olympics. I'll see you guys soon.